The burden of awareness. Intelligence is often seen as a gift, but what if it is also a curse? Highly intelligent individuals process the world differently. They see patterns where others see chaos. They ask questions where others accept answers, and they analyze where others simply feel. This heightened awareness can be both enlightening and isolating. Psychologists have long studied the correlation between intelligence and mental health struggles. A study published in Intelligence Journal suggests that highly intelligent people are more prone to anxiety and depression. The reason? Overthinking. Their ability to foresee multiple outcomes often leads to a state of perpetual doubt. Instead of living in the moment, they become trapped in a web of possibilities, each one leading to potential failure or disappointment. Schopenhauer described this burden well, arguing that intelligence sharpens one's awareness of suffering. The more one understands the world, the more one sees its inherent absurdities and injustices. Thus, knowledge, rather than bringing peace, can bring existential despair. The paradox of perfectionism. Highly intelligent individuals often develop perfectionist tendencies. They set impossibly high standards for themselves, and when they inevitably fall short, experience intense self-criticism. This paradox of perfectionism can lead to chronic dissatisfaction and self-sabotage. Instead of celebrating progress, they dwell on flaws. Instead of moving forward, they hesitate, trapped by their own impossible expectations. The fear of failure becomes paralyzing, and in trying to avoid imperfection, they often achieve nothing at all. This aligns with Schopenhauer's belief in the futility of striving. He argued that life is a constant cycle of unfulfilled desires, and the more we seek perfection, the more we suffer. Perhaps the most intelligent minds, by seeing this cycle too clearly, become unable to escape it. Alienation and existential crisis. The smartest individuals often struggle with social alienation. They think differently, speak differently, and find it hard to relate to the average person. Conversations can feel shallow, relationships superficial. Over time, this isolation leads to loneliness, and loneliness breeds self-destruction. Philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre famously said, "Hell is other people." While this statement is often misinterpreted, it captures the internal conflict of the intelligent mind. They crave understanding, but rarely find it. They seek connection, but often feel misunderstood. This leads to withdrawal, overindulgence in abstract thought, and, in some cases, destructive behaviors to numb the existential weight of being alone in their intellect. The path to balance. So, what can be done? If intelligence naturally carries these burdens, is self-destruction inevitable? Not necessarily. The key lies in balance. First, the acceptance of imperfection is crucial. True wisdom comes not from the relentless pursuit of flawlessness, but from the understanding that failure is part of growth. The smartest minds must learn to embrace progress over perfection. Second, finding meaning outside of intellectual pursuits is essential. Nietzsche emphasized the idea of amor fati, loving one's fate, embracing life as it comes, rather than resisting its unpredictability. Intelligent people must find purpose not just in thought, but in action, creativity, and relationships. Finally, connection is vital. Even if finding like-minded individuals is difficult, seeking out those who challenge and inspire rather than alienate is a necessary step in escaping the prison of overanalysis. Conclusion: the dark side of intelligence is not an inescapable fate, but a challenge to be understood. Intelligence, when unchecked, can lead to self-destruction, but when guided with awareness, it can lead to profound fulfillment. The greatest minds in history walked this fine line, battling between brilliance and self-sabotage. Perhaps the true measure of intelligence is not just how much one knows, but how well one navigates the burden of knowing.